did the course yesterday. I hope it was a good day. I apologise if I drifted off a bit off topic a bit in the afternoon. Soon after we finished up, I noticed that I was suffering from concussion symptoms. I don't know if you noticed, I slipped over. I actually took a pretty hard whack to the head, so all good, but so I might have drifted off topic yesterday afternoon. So I apologise for that. We've brought one of our hives back to our Mortlake 2 apiary. Well, these guys haven't been here before, so we're actually at the home apiary, and we've tried to move them 3 times. Each time the lid's slipped or something's happened and they haven't been moved. So we finally got them here, and they're doing well. They're just getting the lay of the land now, and over the next few days they'll start finding where the nectar sources are and they'll settle in. We've also got hive 10 here now. The hive 10, they're queenless right now. We've got to try and get a queen in there, but yeah. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to steal a frame of bees and brood from hive 2, which is at our Mortlake 1 apiary, and we're going to put that into hive 3, which is at home right now. I didn't close them up properly last night, obviously, and they were venturing out. I actually come out to the car to get going this morning, and there was lots of bees in the car, loose in the car. So we've moved that out, and yeah. So we'll do a combination this afternoon, I think, and we'll go back to the Mortlake 1 apiary and get some bees.
Hi folks, it's me from the future. In cutting this video together, I found that some of the footage I recorded, it's the program I use to cut it together, it's not processing it correctly, and as such I have not included the video of removing the frame from hive 2 in this. I do have that video file still, and if I can get it working I will upload it in the future, but at this stage it doesn't seem to want to work properly, so technical issues, so I apologise for that, but yeah, continue watching and we go over how to combine them. Thank you. So I'm just getting the hive stand level and situated so we can move the hive into a sunny spot and get them to build their numbers and hatch a new queen. These girls are actually queenless, so we should have a new queen in about a week's time in there. So I have not moved them into the main apiary at home, mainly because I want to be able to keep an eye on their activity and that, so it's easier just to have it at the side of the house where I can quickly glance on my way out for the day.
got our frame of bees here that we've got to introduce. And this is our icing sugar. Just regular off the shelf icing sugar.
So for the olivine honey method of combining bees, all you have to do is dust your receiving hive with icing sugar. Try and get as many bees as you can covered in icing sugar, and then of course the bees that you're introducing need to be dusted with icing sugar as well. It's a good idea to use a sieve, so pour some icing sugar into that, and that way you can sort of dust them over the colony. Use your bee brush to sweep down the sugar in between the frames, off the top of the frames and that. Obviously the advantage of using icing sugar is that it's a food source for the bees as well, so as they're cleaning up they can have a nibble and they can get some of it stored away. So I'm just shaking the remaining bees that were left in the box in the 5-frame nuke into the hive that's receiving them.
So, right now we have got lots of bees covered in icing sugar. The whole hive smells like icing sugar. So, everybody smells the same. And when these girls get cleaned up and clean up the hive, time they're done, everybody's going to smell the same. They're not going to smell like a foreign bee, and they're going to smell like they belong. So that is how you combine a hive immediately. It works exceptionally well, as you can see. No fighting going on. Obviously can't see down in between the frames, but we get a close up. Get a close up in there.
So here everybody's busy cleaning themselves up and fanning, and so everybody's just, there's no actual fighting going on. It is a bit hard to see down in between the frames, but it is about to rain, so I wasn't going to be pulling the frames out and exposing the bees to certain cold air that was coming over.
Everybody's fanning, keeping the babies warm. It's cooled down without the sun. So we just got to close it up. We've got some white bees roaming around. So everybody will clean themselves up. So there's one or two that didn't get covered with sugar, but they're finding their way to the hive. Like I say, inside everything smells like the icing sugar, and as such everybody's going to smell that, and they're not going to attack each other. can see our girls, some of the girls just getting cleaned up. Oh, we're moving the lid. Out of focus. There we go. Just cleaning themselves up. And so because those new bees are from a different apiary, they're going to orient themselves to this hive location. So as you can see, no fighting. Everybody smells the same, everybody smells like sugar. Probably not the best time to do this, but I had them in the box and we had to get them in. We've got a bit of rain coming over, so no fighting. And our new girls, because they're from another apiary, they'll reorient to this box, and so that is how you combine bees and get them going immediately in a new hive. So they've got some fresh brood now. They should hatch a queen. We'll know in a few days. If they're hatching a queen, we'll have a queen cell. And I'll keep you posted on how they're doing. But as you can see, normally if you'd combine bees this way, there'd be a lot of fighting going on at the front. So thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and click that bell notification button, and I'll do my best to get these videos coming. This is the video you've just watched is my way of combining bees, and like I said, it works really well, and you get less successful during winter times when you're doing it. You end up with a little bit of fighting, but generally speaking, they settle down pretty quickly. So in this case, it was September when these girls were done. So it's it's a really good method for combining your bees into a weaker colony, combining weaker colonies, or adding some extra bees to a weaker colony. In this case, obviously, we had a queenless colony with no brood, so we were giving them some extra bees to work a frame of brood as well as the frame of brood. So I'll do an inspection in a few days, and we'll see if we have a queen cell, but I'm pretty confident we will. They should have a new queen in usually about 9 days from the time they cap them. So we'll see how we go.